The 90s archive preserving the pixels of the past. Upbeat, synth-pop 90s style music starts. Remember this sound? If you just felt a jolt of pure, unfiltered joy, then you, my friend, are a certified 90 seconds kid. Forget TikTok trends for a second. We're about to take a trip back to a simpler time. A time of dial-up internet, Saturday morning cartoons, and the existential crisis of choosing which Ninja Turtle you were. If you know, you know. For us, the 90s wasn't just a decade. It was a vibe. It was the golden era of everything. Think about it. Our mornings were fueled by sugary cereal that would probably be illegal today, while we watched shows like Hey Arnold and Rugrats. We weren't just watching cartoons. And the technology. Oh, the glorious, clunky technology. That iconic dial-up sound was the anthem of our generation. The signal that we were about to enter the magical world of AOL chat rooms and Ask Jeeves. We waited patiently for a single image to load, line by painful line. And we liked it. We had Walkmans that skipped if you even breathed too hard, and our music collections were painstakingly curated mixtapes recorded from the radio. You had to have the reflexes of a ninja to hit record right before the DJ started talking. Every tape was a masterpiece of timing and dedication. Let's talk about fashion. We rocked baggy jeans, butterfly clips, and mood rings with pride. We thought inflatable furniture was the peak of interior design, and our school pictures featured laser backgrounds that were out of this world. We collected Beanie Babies, thinking they were a legitimate retirement plan. Spoiler alert, they weren't. But the thrill of finding a rare one, unbeatable. We traded pogs in the schoolyard like they were stocks and bonds, and our backpacks were covered in so many keychains they probably weighed more than our textbooks. The 90s was also about shared experiences. We all gathered around the TV for GIF on Friday nights. We all knew the Macarena dance, whether we wanted to or not. We all rented movies from Blockbuster and faced the crushing defeat of finding out the last copy of Titanic was already checked out. We passed notes in class written in gel pens of every color imaginable, folding them into intricate little footballs. It was our version of encrypted messaging, and it felt way cooler than a DM. This decade shaped us. It taught us patience, waiting for dial-up. It taught us creativity, making mixtapes and friendship bracelets. It taught us resilience, especially after our Tamagotchi went to digital heaven. We were the last generation to remember a world before the internet took over completely, a bridge between the analog past and the digital future. We experienced the best of both worlds. So, what was your favorite 90 seconds memory? Was it a favorite snack, a TV show, or a ridiculously oversized sweater? Drop it in the comments below. Let's get a full-blown nostalgia party going. And if you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and keep those 90 seconds vibes alive. Remember the days of dial-up internet, Tamagotchis, and boy bands that ruled the world. If you just got a warm, fuzzy feeling, you're probably a 90 seconds baby, and this video is for you. We're about to take a trip down memory lane, so grab your Walkman, because it's time to press play on the best decade ever. The 90s weren't just a period in time, they were a whole vibe. It was the last great decade before the internet completely took over our lives. We lived in the moment because we had to. Our plans were made on landlines, and if someone wasn't home, well, you just have to try again later. Remember having to coordinate with your friends to meet at the mall? The food court was our headquarters, the arcade our battleground. Let's talk about the entertainment. Saturday morning cartoons were a sacred ritual. Waking up early, pouring a giant bowl of sugary cereal, and settling in for shows like Rugrats, Hey Arnold, and Animaniacs. These weren't just shows, they were our weekend companions. And after school, it was all about Disney Afternoon or hopping on the Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. The sound of that cartridge blowing before you put it in the console is a core memory for an entire generation. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64. These games were legendary, and we spent hours exploring their worlds. Then there was the music. The 90s gave us grunge, pop punk, and the golden age of hip-hop and R&B. Whether you were rocking out to Nirvana, singing along with the Spice Girls, or memorizing every word from a TLC track, music was everything. We made mixtapes for our crushes, recording songs directly from the radio and trying desperately to cut out the DJ's voice. These tapes were the ultimate expression of our feelings, a carefully curated playlist that said more than words ever could. And let's not forget the boy bands. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. You had to pick a side. The posters covered our bedroom walls, and their music was the soundtrack to our school dances. Fashion in the 90s was a beautiful, chaotic mix. We wore baggy jeans, flannel shirts, bucket hats, and chunky sneakers. Everything was either oversized or brightly colored, often both at the same time. Slap bracelets, scrunchies, and butterfly clips were essential accessories. It was a time of bold choices and fearless self-expression. We might look back at some photos and cringe a little, but honestly, it was iconic. We were comfortable, we were colorful, and we didn't take ourselves too seriously. And who could forget the technology? Or maybe the lack of it. We had pagers with codes that only our friends understood. We had bulky desktop computers that made that unforgettable dial-up sound, connecting us to AOL and AIM chat rooms. Waiting 10 minutes for a single image to load was just part of the experience. It taught us patience. Our cell phones, if we were lucky enough to have one, were giant bricks that could only make calls. It was a simpler time, a world away from the constant notifications and endless scrolling of today. Being a 90 seconds baby means we were the last generation to experience an analog childhood, but also the first to grow up with the digital world. We're a bridge between two eras. We remember a time before smartphones, but we've adapted to a world that can't live without them. This unique perspective gives us a special appreciation for both the past and the present. We cherish the memories of playing outside until the streetlights came on, but we also love the convenience of modern technology. The 90s shaped us. It taught us to be creative, resilient, and to find joy in the simple things. It was a decade of incredible innovation and unforgettable culture. So, what's your favorite 90 seconds memory? Was it a movie, a song, a fashion trend? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for taking this nostalgic journey with me. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that celebrates the good old days. Until next time, stay awesome.